Greetings traders, this is Coach Robert with another episode of TopstepX in 5 minutes or less. In this video, we will review the adding, removing, and the managing of components. TopstepX is web-based, and each one of these blocks we call a component. It is highly customizable, where we can just click and drag and make things wider or taller or shorter, such as this. If we wanted to move one component to another location, for example, suppose we wanted to have our trades next to our positions, we can just click and drag and move it right next to our positions. So now we can toggle back and forth in this same component. If we wanted to have a separate component for trades, we can just click it and then mouse over these areas, and it will give us a preview of where the location is going to be. Let's put it directly above. And now we have the two of them. We can see that it is not that convenient, so let's move it back. And there it is. These three components down the bottom are all able to be mixed with each other. Let's say we wanted to add a new component. Any one of these plus signs does the same thing. Add components. Let's just choose this one. It brings up the available components box at this time. And we have an order panel, we have a DOM, but we do not have the time and sales. So let's click and drag the time and sales into a place that we would like to see it. Let's put it right next to the DOM and the order panel. I'm just going to click the X to remove the component selection. Notice that the order panel is highlighted yellow. This is a link. We can click and choose any color we'd like. So it's going to follow the YM, which I have selected. So is the DOM, and so is the chart. The time and sales we just added, it is not set to any link, so we don't have the correct instrument. If we change to the yellow, we can see that they all sync up. This is the YM, so let's change this to NQ and watch them all change at the same time. Here's the NQ, and notice everything that is linked to yellow has the same instrument. So what if we wanted to monitor a second instrument, a second DOM, for example? We can just choose the Add Components. We have a DOM, and we can drag it right next to the other one. Right there. Now we have two. Suppose I want this one on purple. Well, we have a second chart. We can choose to select the second chart to purple. And let's change this to gold. Notice that the DOM that is on purple link is also linked to the chart. And we can just switch back and forth. To remove a component, we simply click the X next to it, and it removes it. We're just choosing this to go back to one chart. If we don't want the time and sales, we close that component as well, but we can also have the opportunity to move them around, which is our most convenient for us and the way that we like to see our platform. Remember to save the platform when you're finished, saving the layout. The layout is the entire layout view that you see here. So if I add a component or add additional sections to components, I need to be sure to save the layout. I can choose from previously selected layouts, for example, DOM only. This was something that was set up before. If I choose the one that I have for a two chart layout, and this has to be two charts, notice I have the purple and the yellow already set up ahead of time. This one we need to be purple. I just deselected it for another video. So there we are. We have the yellow along with the yellow and the purple aligns with the purple and the purple. But be sure I go and save that layout. You can delete the layout, you can add a new one, or you can revert back to the default settings. This concludes reviewing, adding, removing, and managing components.